So we will do addition of two arrays to get a third array. This is the program. So this is quite an easy program apparently, like say if I have A as an array, say A contains 2, then 3, then 1, then 7, then 4, then 9. Say this is A, the elements of the array A. That is A0 is 2, 3, 1, 7, 2, A0 is 2, A1 is 3, A2 is 1, A3 is 7, like that. So this is the 0th element, this is the 1th element, this is the 2th element, here 3th element, 4th element and 5th element. Now this is B. B is another array. Now B has got say 3, 7, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5 again, 8 and so on. So this is B. So you can understand this is the 6th element of B, this is the 7th element of B, this is the 8th element of B. Now when you are going to get C, C's size should also be of 9 elements like B. B has got 9 elements, 0 to 8. Say 0 to 8 there are 9 elements in B. Like that C should also have 9 elements, 0 to 8. So what should be the elements of C? C firstly should be 5, then 10, then C should be like 2, then C should be 13, the next element should be 13, then it should be 9, so next it should be 13 again. Now how do I get all this? You can understand. How do I get all this? You can understand easily. We have got all this like this. See 3 and 7 is 10, 3 plus 7. 1 plus 1 is 2, 7 plus 6 is 13, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13 again. So this should be, because A's element in the 6th position is not present, so C should be 3 only, assuming that that position is 0. So here C should be 5 again, here C should be 8 again, like this. So this is the program that we are looking for. So how to write this program? Very simple. Let me start. Say you know that you have got this was the basic part of the initially all array programs that we write, where we have asked for the number of elements and we have scanned the elements one by one. But over here we need two arrays, one is AN, another is BN. I need to scan both the elements, elements of both the array. So the size of both arrays will also be needed. So here I will need to tell the user enter the number of elements of the first array, and that you may scan in a variable called n1, and also you must tell the user enter the %d elements of the first array one by one, and that should not be n but n1. I think you understand that. So similarly you should also go for the array, pass to this array from 0 to less than n1. So every time ai should be scanned, that is the variables of A are scanned. Now you should tell the user enter the %d element, enter the number of elements of the second array. Check this, printf enter the number of elements of the second array, and that you should again scan in n2, maybe scanf %d ampersand n2. Next what? You should tell the user enter the elements of the second array one by one. So printf enter the %d elements of the second array one by one. Check this, enter the %d elements of the second array one by one. So here once you have done this, here you need to write n2, because enter the n2 elements of the second array one by one. Now again for scanning those n2 elements, you must go through a for loop. So, for I equal to 0, I less than n2, I plus plus, scanf percentage d ampersand n2, not n2, ampersand ai, not ai, bi. I am now scanning the elements of the B array. So, for I equal to 0, I less than n2, I plus plus, scanf percent d ampersand bi. So, don't you forget, I will also have to declare a bn. Now, you see one thing, the size of A and B might not be same. Like over here, A was having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 elements. From 0 to 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. But B was having how many? B was having 0 to 8, 9 elements. So, the size might not be same. But over here, we are declaring an array, both arrays of n size, that is 100 size, assuming that their maximum size can be 100, because n is hash defined as 100. So, I am assuming that the size of both arrays can be maximum 100. But however, within 100 the size may vary, one may be size 8, one may be size 12, but up to 100. So, I have declared both arrays of size 100. Now over here, how many times do you need to add? See, I had added 6 times over here. Why? Because 6 was the smaller size of the two arrays. So, you must check what is the smaller amongst these two, what is the larger amongst these two. So, can I do something like this? If n1 less than n2, I know n1 is smaller. So, now I will check the size of n1 and n2. Now, if n1 is lesser than n2, that means size of A is smaller. In that case, what I need to do is, for I equal to 0, I less than what? N1, because N1 is smaller, I less than N1 I plus plus, I need to do Ci is equal to Ai plus Bi. I need to do that for N1 times, because N1 is smaller, but for the rest number of times I need to copy the elements of B because A is smaller. So, again for I equal to 0, I equal to how much times? N1, 2, I less than N2, I plus plus, rest number of elements. See, for I equal to N1 is lesser than N2 means A is smaller. So, N1 times you have added and got these elements. Now, the rest number of times from N1 to less than N2, I will copy B. So, for I equal to N1, I less than N2, I plus plus, I should write Ci is equal to Bi. Copying them back. This is if N1 is less than N2. But you remember, the other thing is also possible. N1 can also be greater than N2. In that case, for I equal to 0, I should go up to I less than N2 I plus plus. This time the addition should be happening N2 times. Ci should be equal to Ai plus Bi N2 times, and the rest of the times, that is for I equal to N2, 2I less than N1 I plus plus, I should be only copying the elements of rest of the elements of A. You check this. It's not interesting? Say N1 is lesser. So, N1 times I will add 0 to less than N1 I should add, and for rest times N1 to N2 I should be copying B, because N1 smaller means size of A is smaller. So, B contains some extra elements which is copied back to C. And then what I am doing is, if N1 is greater, then N2 is smaller, which means N2 times A and B are added, that is size of B is smaller. So, those many elements of A and B are added, but there are extra elements in A. So N2 to N1, rest of the times those extra elements of A are copied to C. So this is how you complete this program. Once this program is done, you can run it now, and you can print. Before running it, what should you do? You should print the elements of C. Printf the elements of the new array after adding the two arrays R :// n and close it. So for I equal to 0, I less than N1 or N2, N1 or N2, that is something you need to ask. So you can do one thing over here. Say if N1 or N2, whichever is greater, you can printf, you can copy the printf right within this. You don't know whether N1 is greater or N2 is greater. So you can copy the printf within this. So 2 times the printf is needed. Instead of that, you can do one thing over here. You copy the size, actual size of the bigger of the C array. So what is that size? In this case, the size is N2. The size of the bigger size of the array C is N2. Size of the resultant array is N2 because N2 is bigger. However, over here, who is bigger? N1 is bigger. So size of the array in this case will be N1. So you check out this. Over here, size of the array is N2 because N2 is bigger. But in this case, size of the array is N1. What is this size? Size of the C array. I am confused about the size of the C array. In this case, size of C array is N2 because I have copied the rest of the elements of B into C. So size of the C array is N2. But over here, N1 is bigger. So size of the C array is N1. So for I equal to 0, I less than size I plus plus, what to do? Printf %d, 2 spaces followed by Ci. So all elements of C will be printed that way. So you can understand this program is done now. Only thing left out is declaring a variable called size. So you declare that and your job should be done. Don't you forget to comment out this section. Okay, so let me run it now. Alt R, enter. 3 errors. Which error? Undefined symbol N1, N2, C. Okay, I did not declare the C array. I have not declared the C array. And N1 and N2, this size N1 is not, N is not needed. N1 and N2 are needed. Sorry, N1 and N2 are needed. So let me run it now. Alt R, enter. No errors this time. Enter the number of elements of the first array, 5 elements. Enter the 5 elements of the first array one by one. 2, 7, 1, 3, 4. 5 elements. Enter the number of elements of the second array, maybe 8. So the second array will be bigger. Enter the 8 elements of the second array one by one. 7, 6, 5, 9, 1, 2, not 0, 3, 6, 4. So 7 elements I have entered. So see, 2 and 7 is 9. 7 and 6 is 13, 1 and 5 is 6, then 3 and 9 is 12, then 4 and 1 is 5, rest is 264, 264 have been copied. Let me run this program once more, and this time let me make A bigger, A array bigger. Maybe this is 6 elements of the first array, 2, 8, 7, 5, 1, 9. Enter the number of elements of the second array. This time I make it 3. So 3 elements are 2, 5 and 1. So 4, 2 and 2, 4. Then this is 8 and 5 is 13. 7 and 1 is 8. 5, 1, 9 are the rest of the elements of the A array which are copied. So I think you understand this. So this part is done. Addition of the array is done. You can run this program again and you can check out how it is being how the whole program has been written. You can check again and write the program yourself. So thank you so much. After taking a bit of break, we will come back with the next program. Thank you.